Let's be honest, sitting at a desk all day is not favorable for our body. We were designed to move, and so that's what we're going to do. So if you're at your desk, this is something that I would suggest doing a few times a day. Just move whatever you have to the side or roll away from your desk, whatever you have available to you. We're going to start with your hands laced and stretch them out away from you and raise them up towards the ceiling. That's going to create space between your waist and your ribs. And then from there, we're just going to do a side bend. So just a gentle turn over toward one side and then up through the center and over to the other side. And then relaxing the arms back down. Take the arms away to the back of you, lace your fingers, stretch them out and really feel your chest opening up. And then relax the arms back in. And then repeating that, sending the arms back and away. And then from here, we're going to take our arms and shoulders into a circle. So we're just going to do shoulder rolls. Now, these kind of moves can be done at any time, part of your day. I'm still sitting, which means that you could do it sitting at your desk, but you're just going to add in some new movement to your body, which it's craving. Take one hand, place it over the top of the ear height, and then drop your shoulder and your ear towards each other, stretching out the side of the neck muscles. Turn your head on a diagonal down and just use the top of your hand to gently pull the weight of your head down. That's going to give you such a lovely stretch coming down the side of the shoulder and neck. And then releasing that, and we'll do the other side. So hand goes over and we drop our ear down, we drop our shoulder weight down away as well. And then turn to the side and pull gently, giving an extra stretch. So there are heaps of muscles that are living around the back of the neck and the shoulder line coming out of that. And we need those to be moving because most often when we're at our desks, we're going to be with our heads forward. So speaking of which, put your hands to lace behind the back of your head. And then from here, we're going to draw those elbow tips towards each other and then open them out and away. Really try and go wide so you can get a nice stretch through your shoulders, through the muscles of the chest, and most importantly, the nerves coming out of the neck and underneath your collarbone. We'll do that another time, bringing it to the front and taking it to the back. So we're going to go back into our first move, which is to take those arms back up towards the ceiling. Nice big stretch of the arms up. Let the shoulders right up towards your ears, and then slowly sink the shoulders down and away from your ears. And then repeat that. Slide the shoulders, push the hands up, and then bringing the shoulders all the way back down, nice and smooth again. From here, we're going to take ourselves into a head turn. So turn your chin over towards one shoulder and then across and over toward the other shoulder. It would be a good time now to kind of notice if there's a difference between your two sides. So as you're going, can you let your eyes stretch further back behind you? So when you do that, you're going to activate the muscles of the eyes. So letting the eyes reach further back than where your chin is able to go. Take your hands and you're going to do a squeeze of the back of the neck. So we're just starting to give the brain more information by touching this area. And take that squeeze to the tops of the shoulders. Taking in a couple of breaths. So really it's just an automatic kind of touch of your body. There's nothing magical about it except for what's going to happen next. So arms are down and then we're going to repeat that. So turning your head towards the side. Notice, oh, I have more range to go to the side. My eyes can stretch further. And then doing that to the opposite side, and you may be amazed in your own body at the distance that you can go. Now, even just 1% increase is a good different change. So, if you're not suddenly whipping your head around, it's okay. Just any change is what we're after. And then back to the front. I know, I lied. It is magical, isn't it? So from here, this has all been in our upper body space. So we want to make sure that it's not just our upper body that we are releasing. There are other parts as well. Part of our upper body, though, is our hands. So you're going to take a hand and you're going to fingers aim down and stretch out that palm. So your wrist gets a nice big stretch long up the shoulder and elbow. And then we go with the other hand. So palm facing away from you, fingers down, really pulling against those fingers. This little thumb doesn't stretch well, but you want to aim it out towards the side as best you can. Then take the fingers up towards the ceiling and stretch it in this way. So a very similar stretch. For some people, it's easier to go this way than the other way, but both ways is pretty important to go to. So that's a modification version, which is still amazing to do. But if we want to take it to the next level, I'm going to ask you to stand up now. And what we're going to do is place the hand onto the edge of the onto the desk surface that you're on. So we want as much of the palm on the table surface as possible. And then you're going to do just a little step or a lean back away from that hand, increasing the stretch at your wrist and then coming forward. And then repeating that, going backward and coming forward. And we'll do one more time on that side, and then we're going to switch to the other side. Now I'm doing obviously a little bit more than what you would do in your 2-minute break, but you're going to choose the moves that are most beneficial to you to incorporate as often as possible. Like I said, every 20 minutes or so, this should be, some part of this should be done. And that way you're going to release a lot of your desk tension that will be building up. From here, we're going to take our hands, our forearms just onto the desk surface, and you're going to walk your body back a little bit. So your feet are going to go behind you or underneath your hips. And you're going to go for as low a back as possible. So if you can, you'll drop yourself down, chest aiming down between you and the desk, and then bringing yourself up again. And again, just lowering the chest down and away, and then bringing yourself back up. Now, one more time like that as we drop into the move and then returning up. We're going to stay in this position on your elbows. And what you'll do is you'll widen your legs apart. So make sure your chair is out of the way. Mine currently is in the way, but I'm happy with where it is. And you're going to bend into a knee, stretching out into one inner leg, and then come through the center and do that to the opposite side. Now, speaking of chairs, there's another deep conversation we could have. I have a kneeling chair. These, in my opinion, are some of the best chairs to have because your standard office chair is not suitable for your spine. The way your legs are supported at a right angle, not good. The way people will slump into the chair, not good for the lower back. So I'm going to encourage you to look into getting a kneeling chair. I'll link a link below for you to find out where to get one of those, the ones that I recommend. All right, and then from there, finally coming all the way back up. So as we're here, we're going to grab a hold of a foot and we're going to go for a stretch. So holding your foot, find a balance of the wall if you need to, and pull that leg back towards wherever you can. I'm encouraging the leg to go behind or in the direction backward. It might only stay level with my two hips or my two legs, and then releasing that, and we turn around and we do the opposite side. So again, if you were in a little cubicle, that's where I am right now, you could do this no problem. And we shouldn't feel embarrassed to be standing up and making our bodies move. You'd probably be encouraging somebody in your space to probably do the same. In fact, you could always share this video along with them if that was up for discussion. All right, taking a seat back down, we'll take our hands towards our lower back and just rub up and down the lower back. And at the same time, let's round the spine as the hands go down. Let's arch the spine as the hands slide up. So in this movement, it's just a nice warming of your lower back area. And then finally, we're going to finish with a twist. So put your hands onto your legs and turn to look over your shoulder, pulling your elbow back, sliding the other hand forward, and then to the opposite side. So as we do this, it's a nice, easy rocking motion, side to side, getting some twisting in your body. And you're ready to get back to work. See you again soon. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.